Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jennifer and this is Flosstube number 30. Today's December 31st. It is the last day of the year. Tomorrow starts a new decade and I'm pretty excited about it. I figured I would film one last 2019 video because I haven't filmed since mid-October, I believe. So I wanted to come on here and just share with you what I've been up to, a quick life update. I will leave timestamps down below. There will also be channel changes coming soon, so I will talk about that toward the end of the video. I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to be the best for this channel. So let's start with the beeping noise. As soon as I started recording, the smoke detector in this room started beeping, and I think it's because it's low battery. And I can't take the battery out because I live on a military base and it's wired differently. You can't just take out the battery. I've tried it and it will still beep with the battery out. I have no idea. It's really irritating. So I have to call maintenance. If you hear beeping throughout this video, I apologize in advance. I don't think it's going to be a long video either way. I just wanted to share with you what I've been up to. So, life update. I feel like there's not much. My birthday was on November 2nd. It was really great. My husband took me to a resort up in Denver, which is an hour north. And it was just a weekend getaway. I think we were there for 3 days. It was really great. And then about a month ago, yeah, it's been about a month now, my husband had jaw surgery to fix his bite. And they had to break the bottom jaw on either side and like pull this forward and screw the plates back together. So that's kind of a major surgery. He's doing really well, but it's just he can't eat, so it's like mentally, sorry, I knocked the camera. I think it's like mentally starting to, you know, get to him because he just eats the same stuff, which basically is not even eating. He was on liquids for 2 weeks straight, and then now he's like allowed to have more like mushy type food like oatmeal and stuff, but there's only so much you can do. So he's just kind of irritated at food right now, and hopefully in a few more weeks he'll be able to eat, but everything looks good. He's healing really well, so I'm really glad that everything's going good with his recovery. Christmas was great. We just stayed home. We were gonna go to LA. We usually go to LA with the family for Christmas, but he's still recovering. He can't eat or really drink, or like he can't drink alcoholic beverages, which we like to do on Christmas. He can't really eat much. And you know, he just wasn't feeling good. So we figured we would stay home and just kind of take it easy this Christmas, and it was really nice. We didn't get a tree, which I really love Christmas, and I love Christmas trees, but we just didn't have time. And then by the time his surgery came around, he wasn't feeling good. We couldn't go get a tree. I can't carry it on my own. So I pulled out a Christmas tree that I used to use at the office where I used to work. It's like a little tree. And I said, screw it, I'm just gonna use this. So we kind of propped it up on like a little table, and I put like a blanket over it, like a Christmas blanket, and I put the Christmas tree up on top, and we decorated it, and we put our gifts around it because you can't really put it under because it's so small. Anyway, it was nice. It was our Christmas, and I got some good gifts that I want to share with you guys. First off, I got the series of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which Cassie recommended to me, and a lot of people have said it's really good. So I started the first book. I actually started this a few months ago. I rented it from the library, and I didn't finish it. I barely even started it, and I returned it, and I was bummed out about it, and I guess my husband remembered, and he just bought me the series. So I have that by my bed, and one of my goals for 2020 is to read more, so I have plans and all that, and I'm not going to get into all that right now, but I do have plans to be a lot better with reading and stuff like that, so I'm excited to go through that series. So my husband got me books, and he got me some knitting needles, the Addie squared, if you're familiar. I had never tried the squared one, so I like them so far. I tried them already. What else? My sister gave me a gift card for Explorer Knits. So I'm excited to use that. Get myself some yarn. I haven't decided what I wanted yet, and she doesn't always have things in stock. So I have to kind of be on the lookout and see what I want. I did meet her, by the way. I forget her name. I think it's like Allison or Allie. Oh, I forget. But she did a trunk show up in Denver a few weeks ago, and at Colorful Yarns. I believe that's what it's called. Colorful Yarns. It's a really nice yarn shop. And I went and I bought some yarn, and I met her, and it was really, really great. Beautiful hand-dyed yarn. What else? What else? My mom got my husband and I a Fire TV. Funny thing is, I got my husband an Apple TV. So now we have 2 devices. We're not going to keep both. We just have to decide which one we want to keep and which one we want to return. But yeah, we had a Fire Stick, and it was already getting super old and slow, and so we knew we wanted to upgrade. So we got 2 devices apparently. Let's see. Okay, then I got an awesome gift from Cassie Stitches. I will link her down below. I'm sure you already know her. And she sent me some self-striping yarn, which I was so excited about. This is by Holly Press Fibers, and it comes with this beautiful mini. It's like a dark taupe color. It's like a brown purple. It's beautiful, beautiful. And this is self-striping yarn. I'm so excited. It's called Pints of Berries. And then she also sent me these thread tags, floss tags. I think that's what it's called, which are super cute. She made these, and I love them. I've never used these before, but I do have plans for them for What Whip Facebook group, which I will talk about in a second. So yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Cassie. I love them, and I think we're gonna cast on January 1st. I think that's what we had agreed on. I need to still cake this up and get things ready. So I think that's about it. I had a few other little things. I got like socks. My family knows I love like fuzzy socks because I'm always cold. I'm always cold in my house. But yeah, Christmas was really, really nice. It was actually kind of nice to stay home and relax and watch movies. We watched a lot of Hallmark movies. My husband is not a fan, but I love them. He says they're really predictable, which they are. It's just something that I like to do, and I think I like doing it because my aunt and I used to do it when I was growing up. We did it every year. It was like a tradition, so it's just kind of special to me. And my aunt lives in California, so we don't really have time to do that anymore. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about, I guess I'll go over my whips really quick. I only have one. And I'm trying to finish it. It's my Lizzie Kate Flip It Bit November. I did pretty much all of that yesterday. I was determined to get it done, but then I just got tired of working on it and put it down. I wanted to get it done by the end of the year. Today's December 31st, and I still possibly could get it done today, so I will post on Instagram if I do work on this more today. It's really not that much left. I need to finish the acorn and then do those 2 leaves, then the white border, and add the buttons. It's not a ton. I could probably get this done within the next 2 hours if I really wanted to. So maybe I'll sit down and I'll finish that later. But last time I recorded, I had just finished September and I was about to start October. I started and finished October, and I kind of skipped and went to December because it was already December and I really wanted to work on something Christmassy on like in December. Does that make sense? So I skipped November and I said I'll go back to it, and I did, but I was supposed to be done already. So after I film, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and go get some sticky board so I can FFO these. In, I think 2 or 3 videos ago, I had showed all of these January through September. I had FFO'd all of them and I showed them in that video if you want to go check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna FFO these the same exact way, and then I will be done with the series and I will be able to display them every month next year, and I'm really excited. I really like them, and this was a really fun series. I lost June or July, like the chart. I cannot find it anywhere. I have no idea where it went, and I just like organized for the new year and trying to get things prepared, and I thought I was gonna find it. It was gonna like show up or appear somewhere, but I legitimately lost it. I have no idea where it's at, which really sucks because I wanted to like pass on the entire collection, but I'm missing one, so I need to figure out what I want to do. So that's pretty much all the stitching that I've been doing, which is kind of sad because there are a lot of projects that I want to get to. So what I decided to do is I decided to join the What Whip group. It's by Melanie Watkins. She put it together, and I don't know if she's still taking new members for the group, but essentially it's just kind of a support group that focuses on whips, and I will link her YouTube video down below where she kind of explains everything. But it seems like a really good idea to focus on whips and get stuff done. You get put into a group, and then within that group, I think there's 4 people. You could do snail mail or email once a month and just kind of support one another and encourage one another to get stuff done. So I'm really excited to hopefully get some stuff done. I pulled out some of my whips and I'm gonna focus on them. I think the main goal is to get 3 finishes and 1 FFO throughout the entire year. And then of course, you know, communicate monthly with your members of the team. So I think it's a really great idea. Hopefully I could get some stuff done. I really have a few projects that I really want to get done, like my sister's quinceañera gift that I never gave to her because I never finished it. So hopefully I could get that done. Also, April is Stitchnanigans 2020, hosted by McKenna, Stitching in Sequins. I will link her down below. I'm sure you already know her. I'm super excited to be attending again. Last year was a blast, so I had to sign up for 2020, and I'm super excited to see my friends and get to meet new people. If you are going, let me know down below. And yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully April comes quick because I'm so excited. Okay, what else? Let's talk about sewing for a second. I made this bag for my knitting projects, and I wanted to use it in December. It's really cute fabric that I got at my local yarn shop, my local fabric store, like my quilt shop. This was the first time making this bag, and I love the way the construction came out. I will make some changes for future bags. It has pockets inside, which I really like, but I feel like it almost has too many pockets. Usually I don't complain about a lot of pockets, but it has like 2 up here, and then it has another one on the other side, 2 on one side and like a bigger one on the other side, and I don't know, it's just a little too much. And then there's like little smaller areas. I don't know, I think I'm gonna change a few things about it. Also, I didn't like this like piping cording that I used. It's just too stiff and shiny and I don't like that. So I'm gonna, I already bought a different kind that I'm gonna be using. And then this is like a, what is it considered? Like a vinyl or something. And it's kind of too stiff and I don't like the way it kind of like sewed on here. So I'm gonna use something else, which I already bought as well, which I can show really quick. This, what is this even called? I don't even know what it's called. But this one is not shiny like this one. You could tell the difference. And this one feels a lot nicer. And I think this is gonna work out a lot better. I bought a whole bunch because I wanna make myself a whole bunch of bags. So there's that. And then for this strap here, I bought, what is this called? Cotton webbing, because I needed 25 feet of it. It's an inch, and I think it's gonna work great for what I want it for. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to do this. I had posted on Instagram asking if anybody wanted a tutorial, and a lot of people said that they would love a tutorial, but I haven't decided yet. I have a few things that I'm thinking about doing, and we'll see in the future. But overall, I love the way it came out, and yeah, I want to make more for sure. It's a great size. I could fit like 2 skeins comfortably. I would consider this a medium size bag, but now it's not Christmas, so I have to make myself a few other ones that I can use right now. So that is pretty much all the sewing I did. Let's see. I will be doing future videos on my ironing board. I have this ironing board that I use in some of my videos. I also have a bigger one, and in my sewing tutorials that I've done, people have asked a lot about the ironing board, so I'm gonna do a quick little tutorial on how to do it. Super simple. And then I have gotten a lot of questions on what sewing machine I use and what iron I use, so I will be doing a future video. If you are into sewing, be on the lookout for that. What else? Let's see. I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna talk about the channel changes and what kind of to expect going forward. So as you know, if you watch my videos, I have kind of converted from cross stitch to knitting. I still love to cross stitch, but it's more of almost like I have to force myself, which I don't want to do. But when I do kind of like push myself to cross stitch, I really enjoy it when I have time. If I do not have time, for example, after work, you know, I cook dinner and I clean and I only have like an hour or 2 at night to craft, my focus is on knitting because that is currently what I'm loving. And so if I force myself to work on cross stitch, I feel rushed within that time for some reason, I've noticed, and I don't enjoy it because I just want to get it done. But when I have time and I sit down and I allow myself, like on the weekend, to stitch, I don't even remember the time. I'm just stitching and I'm loving it. So I'm gonna focus on stitching only like one what is it called? One length of thread every day or every other day. I'm kind of working on my plan still to so that I could focus on the What Whip Facebook group, and then focus on more time during the weekend when I'm actually enjoying it because I don't feel rushed. I don't know if that makes sense. So anyway, because I have converted more into knitting than cross stitch, this channel has been kind of bothering me because, not bothering me, but like, the title is Flosstube, and I barely talk about stitching because I have been knitting a lot more, and I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. And I finally decided to start my knitting podcast. I'm going to be doing a knitting podcast that focuses on knitting and crochet and anything knitting related. And then I will keep my Flosstube for my cross stitch update and any other crafts related to sewing, quilting, any of that. So I'm gonna have it's gonna be the same channel, but I'm just gonna have different playlists for my podcast and for my other crafts. Hope that makes sense. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be great to kind of have things separated and more organized and more focused, because I feel like it's kind of two different worlds. So I will be putting out videos for that shortly. I'm kind of planning how I want to do that. And yeah, so I think that's about it. I have a lot of knitting stuff to talk about, but I'm not going to show it here for that reason, because I'm going to be kind of separating. I think my husband just got home. Babe? Babe?
Yeah.
You need help?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that is the news. I'm gonna be starting a knitting podcast. It's gonna be the same channel as of now. I'm just gonna have different playlists. So if you're interested in knitting, you could also watch my knitting podcast. And if you're just here for cross stitch or other crafts, then I will still be titling those Flosstube so you could easily distinguish the two. And I think it's gonna be really, really good. I'm really excited, and that video is probably gonna be really long because I do have a lot to share, and this beeping is driving me crazy. Okay, I think that's all I have. Hoping to finish November today and FFO all of them. That way tomorrow is a new year, new start, and I could just be done with the series. So that is my focus for today, and that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please follow me on Instagram, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.